Alright guys, Koma back again with another day, another Legend Lost Sector. So today I will be playing on my Warlock, straight into the build and what I will be running and the different alternatives that you can be using for said Lost Sector. So I'm going to be running Middle Tree Stormcaller, aka Chaos Reach. Just because there is a small arc cinch in today's Lost Sector of Concealed Void. Um, so there's quite a few weapons you can run here in combination. So I picked together a few exotics and different weapons that you could run together. Um, Unfortunately, a majority of them are probably going to be double primaries, mainly seeing stuff like Sturm, Deadman's, and Huckleberry will be paired together with like Vision of Confluence, unless you have access to Ariana's Vow or Divinity. So first of all, Survivor's Epitaph, number one could be Overload, which I am actually going to run Overload here. Its surplus kill clip is what I'll be running. There are other hand cannons you can get, such as True Prophecy and Fatebringer if you have it. But most people are going to be able to get Survivor's Epitaph just from playing Crucible. In fact, Momentum Control is now around, and that's a very fast game mode to finish. So go have some fun in Momentum Control, bring a Scout Rifle, take an SMG in there, I don't know. Whatever you're feeling. Extraordinary Redemption is also an SMG. It can also be Overload. Has to be Seasoned and Chosen stuff. I don't know if you're going to be able to have access to it. Night Watch being the easiest thing to probably get your hands on. A lot of people might have this, might not. And of course, Hung Jury. But majorly the exotics that you're able to run here. In fact, I might just run Sturm except for Survivors. Yeah, let's do that. Because Sturm is a kinetic, it's going to allow Overload to just really do its thing, honestly. It's a 120 as well, making it a very good viable hand cannon. Huckleberry is also a good alternative for Overload. However, I'm not much of a fan of the Overload SMG. And then, of course, you have Deadman's for anti-barrier. So there's a lot of selections here that you go with, and onto Energy, it gives even more of a selection because number one, Royal Chase is a Season the Hunt weapon, which I'll be using with anti-barrier, and I need to switch this over to that. So anti-barrier, Scout, again, Vision of Confluence is another one that you could use anti-barrier, as well as Ariana's Vow. I would recommend Ariana's Vow. However, because I do like running budget builds, I won't be running it right now. And then you have Borrowed Time as another Overload SMG that you could run, as well as Divinity alongside with the Overload. However, these two are kind of interesting, and I thought Hardlight might be a decent selection because of two reasons. Number one, it is an auto rifle. That means you're gonna be able to run anti-barrier auto rifle, and it's also its fundamental perks makes it able to change elements. Therefore, you can run Hardlight, or say if you need just anti-barrier, or say if you just need Overload, so you run on Epitaph, you run Hardlight, and Hardlight will take care of a majority of the shields. There's not much shields you'll have to do. And then of course you could run like Code Duello for whatever you want. But unfortunately I don't have anything to infuse into it right now, so I won't be using it. And instead we're going to be using Sturm. Actually, Sturm has a 12 mag, okay. So finally, for energy, there's also Tommy's Matchbook. Not much of an interesting auto rifle. Sustained fire overheats the weapon, overheat damage is reduced while not aiming down sights, and heat of the moment while ignition trigger is active, your health recovers so much faster. Basically, heat of the moment is its catalyst, so it's not too interesting. It's definitely kind of a risky thing you could run. Let's see. And then for energy, there's quite a few things here. Don't mind the Temptations hook, it's just there. Number one, my personal choice here would be Code Duello. Again, Season of the Chosen Weapon, probably not the easiest thing to get your hands on. The easiest that you're going to be able to get is Royal Entry, but because I'm going to have an issue with Solar Shields, I'm going to bring Code Dwella with me. And then, of course, you have Corsair's Wrath, which is a linear fusion that got decently buffed this season. So might have to kind of mess around with a bit more. And then, of course, Anarchy is probably the best choice, because then you could run something like, I don't have it equipped, but Breach and Clear. That'll help a lot. With this build, I could easily run Warmind's Decree, but unlike last video where I was running a Warmind build, I'm actually running a Charged with Light build with Rocket Scav and a bunch of different rocket mods. So, actually, you know what? I could actually change this to a Argent Ordnance build just by doing that. Yeah, like that, completely changed. Actually, I could throw another one onto here because it does stack depending on how many you have. So. And I have my Geomag stabilizers on for my middle tree Chaos Reach. So it's going to be relatively interesting to see how this one runs. So I guess we'll head to Europa, and I will catch y'all there. Alright, well, my first run was unfortunately kind of butchered because I had airplanes going over my house. Thank you, airport. So anyway, okay, well, there he goes. So here's all the modifiers. There will be Arc, Solar, and Void Shields. However, I did find out that the Void Shields aren't that big of a deal. So if you wanted to, you could run a different secondary if you wanted to. But honestly, I'm feeling pretty comfortable with the Royal Chase, especially since it is kind of a budget weapon. I do think that it might be better. Actually, I can just go. Oh, hello. John Go Fat. Alright. Anyway, let's take another run. Because my other one was completely ruined due to airplanes going over my house. If they do go over my house, hopefully I'll just mute again and such. It's not the easiest thing living near an airport. So my first initial run of this wasn't too bad. There is one champion that does give kind of an issue. No, I don't know if it's like a coding issue or what it is with their whole what's it called? Shank likes to peek. Drag sometimes likes to peek. Sit here. I want these Vandals to peek again. There's another one over there. There he is. That's what I was wanting. There we go. Alright. Now this area here gave me kind of an issue because of this champion here. Yeah, of course you're gonna dodge that. That's why I went here. I'm gonna reload real quick. It should put up its barrier soon. I wanna pop it and shoot. There we go. Okay, it's dead. Alright, that was easier than I thought it would be. Storm has a very long reload. How did you not get hit by that? What? That makes no sense. I don't really want to use my rockets on him right now. I mean, one can't hurt, I guess. Yeah, he's done. The champion that's up ahead is definitely going to be the one that gives me issues here. Because... yeah, that's down. So this one here... ugh. Yeah, he does that. He likes resetting for some reason. I'm not sure why. Can I not fall? That'd be great. Yeah, I don't know, like, that way, that one specifically resets very, very quickly. None of the others do it. It's specifically that one. Because the one I stunned earlier, he got stunned just fine. Unfortunately, because that one wants to bug out so much, I'm probably not going to have enough ammo to deal with the boss efficiently. At least these guys can drop heavy, or some of the shanks up ahead can drop heavy. But the chances of that, I don't know. As well as that Vandal, that'd be great. Yeah, the Vandal did drop heavy. That's good. Let's make these guys spawn. Be great if I could stop getting... there we go. Yeah, I got plenty of heavy for the boss now, so that's good. Alright, so on to boss. So you gotta clear out the enemies here first. I think it's just all... yeah, it's all these guys here. And then he's gonna spawn mid. I like to just kind of blast him here. And slowly fade this way. That he's dead, and you can just run and grab chest real quick, and that should be the run. Gives you platinum rewards, and you don't have to worry about anything else. The only other thing that I'm really confused about is that sometimes it will and will not give you an exotic. I think that's because of score. Maybe, I don't know. I haven't really messed about with it yet. I will probably do another run real quick to clarify that, to see if it does depend on score. If not, you'll see something in your screen now that will tell you whether or not it does or does not. I'll do some research and etc. So, alright, well, that would be the Concealed Void Lost Sector. Got a Zenmonum and multi-kill clip. Okay, cool. So yeah, here's the weapons and stuff again, if anybody wants to see them. And then here are my mods. And then of course I am also running Metal Tree Stormcaller. So yeah, I mean, that's that really. I mean, pretty simple. I would say it's easy enough with the weapons that I think I provided, I think. But, you know, if you guys have any, like, other ideas or anything, feel free to, you know, leave them in the comments, or any questions, you know, builds, whatever. I forget what is today? I think today is chests, so that would mean the Homunculus, Mantle of Battle Harmony, and I think, what's the Titan one called? I forget what the Titan one's called, because I think they have a chess piece, don't they? Oh yeah, Falling Star. Falling Star is definitely going to be one that everybody's going to go for, but I haven't gone for my Hunter one yet, so that's probably one I'll be going for today. So I hope you guys have some really good luck, and like, share, and subscribe. You know, it helps whenever you guys share the video around, and, you know, so on and so forth. So I'll catch y'all later. Adios.